Madam, for mentioning my party with the 5 P's. With the 5 P's, but you are not the first one to mention them with the 5. Some mention them with the 7, some with the 2. But there are 3 P's. Your Excellency the President, our statesman, Dr. Besigye, the Lord Mayor, the President of the OPC, the representative of P. Alira from Tororo. Mr. President and all leaders, I call this a historical day, another historical day, both in terms of our political development as opposition, but also in terms of mourning for this country. Because it is time to mourn if we are still gathering to unite and fight a dictator. After losing almost 500,000 individuals, Ugandan citizens, in the Bush War that Dr. Besigye and his colleagues participated in. If we are still convening to unite to fight a dictator, we must mourn this country. We must mourn. But I'm also saying it is historical positively, because we are still having the courage to convene here as a team. I heard the Lord Mayor saying that this is not a new formation and nobody should take it as such. But, Honorable Lord Mayor, I want to allay your fears. Even if they call it a new formation, for me it is not a problem. Because whenever you engage in a struggle like this, at every moment in time you have to reinvent yourself. You have to reinvent yourself. And that is not a crime, because whenever you reinvent yourself, you get new energies, you get new recruits, and then you get yourself set to continue fighting. Because whenever a struggle prolongs, it develops inertia. It develops inertia. So if you don't reinvent it, then people get tired, and before you know, when you are still moving, when you look behind, you can't see the people you were, fighting with. So for me, even if it is a new formation, whether it is new or not, I don't mind. It is also, there are some elitists there who sit in their offices to analyze what we are doing, instead of coming to join us. Whenever we make a formation like this, they begin to claim, how about TDA? How about, IPC? How about this? No. In a struggle, you can make as many formations as possible, as long as you are still on course. As long as you are still on course. The only crime you can do is not to learn from the mistakes you made. It's only to fail to learn from the mistakes you made in the previous initiatives. Once you fail, then that is a crime you can make. But making this formation and the other, when you are focusing on one issue, to get rid of the regime, to get rid of a dictator, no problem. Because even when we are fighting for independence, you remember the Bataka Bulls, there were a number of formations that were constituted, you know, in the interest of fighting for the independence. Ultimately, they achieved what they wanted. So for me, I don't mind about, you know, whether or not this is a new formation. Our focus should remain the same. It doesn't matter which formation. My appeal, my only appeal, is that whenever we have been trying to make these formations, what has been bedeviling our initiatives is the fight for positions, fighting for MPship, fighting for Lord Mayor, fighting for district chairpersons, fighting for councillors. That is what has bedeviled our struggle in the past. So with this new initiative, or with this, you know, reinvented initiative, we must look at that area very, very keenly. Because you remember, as I finish, in 2021, when we were gearing up for election, we tried people power, right? But when people started, you know, gesturing for positions, that is when everything died. This one wants this one wants the other. So this time around, I'm appealing to Ugandans, wherever they are, to appreciate that we have one enemy. We have one enemy, the dictator in the room. Once that one is removed, we shall sit down and agree on the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, nze sikanya nabagamba nti tuli mu kipya oba tuli mu kikadde. Oba tuli mu kipya oba tuli mu kikadde, musitwage ezifaanana bwe ziti. Musitwage ezifaanana bwe ziti. Musobola okukola ebibiina bingi nnyo. Kubanga musobola okukola kino dictator n'akitta. Temuyinza nti katuzinga emikono tuddeyo twebake.